am connected to this trailer. I am in Laredo at our terminal, and I am now headed to Canada, eh? Yep, Canada, eh? Put another shrimp on the Barbie. Anyway, why don't you come along with me? Let's go. Hello, I am Steve Sliff. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. And if you are new, would you please like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and continue to join the others that are supporting me. Have some great information on KLLM. Not so great information about trucking, but I'm just kidding. I just have videos that are just all over the place sometimes, but mostly it's just to try to help those new people and people at KLLM, and help the new people that are trying to get into trucking. So if you've never been here before, welcome aboard. I am in my 50s, and I just started trucking a couple years ago, so complete career change for me. But anyway, back to the story. I am in Laredo, Texas. I'm hooked up, pre-tripped. I am ready to go on my trip to Edmonton, Canada, Alberta, Canada. So we are going to take about 45 hours, 46 hours to get there. I'm going to drive all the way through to Shelby, Montana, which is just a half an hour from the Canadian border. I will take a 34 there, get up early morning on Monday, cross the border, get to the plant, and then unload Tuesday morning early, and then I'll head home. So I like to get up there and get a 34 in on the way there, instead of unloading and then coming on my way home and then I have to take a 34. So that's why I do it that way. But yeah, it is a long run, so we got to press hard for the first 3 days. It is an exciting drive. It's a beautiful, beautiful drive. I love it because I get to play trucker again, because most of the stuff I do now on this EcoShield account is in Texas or into Louisiana and back, or Dallas and back. I get to go to Missouri sometimes, Ohio, Indiana, but those are just short runs. So this is a long run. I'm going to be gone in about 9 days, so it's fun. I get to go glamping, camping, what I call. So I get to play over the road truck driver. Yeah, I know I'm stupid, but anyway. But no, we are hooked and ready to go. So people ask, hey, is delivering hazmat across borders any different than the United States? And actually it's not. I have to do my U.S. due diligence part, and that is, when I get my BOLs, we have to call all the chemicals that the hazmat chemicals that we haul have classifications. So they're called UN classifications. So we give those UN classifications what kind of package it is and how much weight it is. And for instance, I have 2 different UN numbers, but I have to split it up in 3 ways, because 2 of them are packaged different. So I have to spread the weights off and give the correct weights for that. I can't just combine it all, even though it's one UN number. I can't combine it all together because they are different packages, so I have to spread them apart. So, whoa, nice catch. So anyway, of course you got to highlight, the quantity, what you have, and the type of container it's in, and the UN number. And you always have that with you, and you put it on your seat when you get out of the truck, when you fuel up, go to the restroom, go take a walk, whatever. So in case something happens, or you're out there exercising and your truck blows up, at least fire department can get some burnt papers out to see what you had. But anyway, going into Canada, it's about the same. Dispatch really fills out what's called a manifest portal, and I just give this paperwork, and of course my passport. I give that to the border crossing, and they ask some questions. I'm usually through there in 3 to 4 minutes, so it's really not a big deal. Hazmat's a little bit different up in Canada. The rules are a little bit different. The signs are way different, so you do have to do some research and some study on that. But as far as your weights and everything, once I get weighted out, I'm okay through Canada. I don't have to reweigh when I get in Canada. I don't have to call anybody. The manifest has everything that I have, and then they ask you what you're carrying, how long you're going to be there. So I just really cross the border. That's it. You just got to pay attention to the hazmat routes, and they're different when you get into the cities. But I mean, it's like the U.S. You got to go around, but you just got to figure out what signs you're looking at. So, and the other thing that's different is the railroad crossings. Some you don't have to stop at, some you do. I just stop at them all just because it's too confusing. You know, and it takes a little bit to get used to the metrics and system, but you know, the truck comes with it, so I just switch over to metrics and I just make sure I match up the number to the sign on the road. It's fairly easy. And when you go under a bridge, you read these numbers and you're like, well, I hope I don't hear a bang, because I don't have time to do the quick math on how tall the bridge is in metric. So anyway, it's really no different. It's a lot of fun. It's different to see the different types of truck stops, and the scales are a little bit different, and you know, it's just a little different and really enjoyable to go through. Now, when I go through Canada, you know, when I cross the border, there's nothing. I mean, nothing up till Calgary. I mean, little towns here and there, which is really cool to go through these little towns. But other than that, it's all farmland. I get through Calgary, and then it's another few hours to Edmonton. It's a desolate area too. So beautiful landscape though, and not a lot of traffic. Not a lot of traffic. So on this, where I go in Alberta, they speak English. They're conservative. They're just like us in Texas, and you know, they're just good old country folks, and they're super nice. I mean, super nice. And you know, so there's no wee in French. That's all on the East Coast. That's where all those liberals are over there. So it's a pleasant drive, and it's a pleasant experience. But anyway, we are all hooked up. We're called in. We're ready to go. I'm going to go scale this thing. I'm going to go get some fuel, and we'll head out. We'll drive the clock out. You know, we'll drive 10 something hours, 10 and a half, 10:45, depending on where I can stop. You know, it depends on some of the traffic. And I'm going to be going through a lot of the hill country, mountainous part of Texas. Yes, there is a, well, small mountainous part, but it's going to slow me up a little bit because I'm kind of heavy. But we'll get to where we're going. So why don't we take this venture together and let's go. Good morning. It is Friday morning. We drove 626 miles yesterday, 10 hours and 43 minutes drive time. So pretty good haul. I couldn't do the 20 more minutes because I didn't have a place to stay. But anyway, I am just south of Amarillo, Texas. And the crazy thing about this is, you know, I live in Texas. I've only lived here for, you know, 5 years or so, 4 years. And I've drove through it plenty of times. But the crazy thing is Texas is huge, and I still can't get over it. So I'm coming from Laredo, going straight north, and I'm still not out of Texas. And I drove 10 hours and 26 minutes. And I still have probably about 4 hours to go to get out of Texas. Go straight up through Amarillo. I'll cut through just a little bit, that little slice panhandle of Oklahoma into Colorado. You know, and then I'll be through Colorado today, and I'll get into Wyoming, and I'll get, you know, pretty good into Wyoming. I'll probably stop somewhere between Cheyenne and Casper, Wyoming, and chug water somewhere around there, maybe a little north of there. But yeah, Texas is huge. It's just huge. It's just huge. But anyway, I'm going to get ready here. Had a nice bagel with some cream cheese, and of course I have my Diet Pepsi. And we'll get rolling here in a little bit. Some storms coming in today. They say some of them are going to be severe, so we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, let's go with day 2. Hello, I am in, where am I? I am in Wyoming. I'm in between Casper and Cheyenne. I'm north of Cheyenne and almost to Casper. Well, I got a few hours to get to Casper. But anyway, I'm in between the two of them. Drove another 630 miles, almost 11 hours. Man, I tell you what, I've been through some storms, But I went through a couple that were just horrendous. Just horrendous. Watch this.
50 million. You're a fraud. But that's the battle at hand. If the two do make up, you can't unring a bell. Maybe the most extreme example of that is Elon's accusation.
I actually thought that my windshield was going to break. Just the way it was hitting that fiberglass on the top of the truck and the way it was coming down. That was kind of fun, kind of scary, but fun. And I'll tell you what, how great, just how great it is when you pull into your rest area. Sun's starting to come out. You know, it's evening time, the sun's going down. Pull into your rest area after those storms, 2 storms, and all the fear and everything else, and you get a big surprise. And I got to see this. Just amazing. I love when God's like, hey, how you doing? I did this for you. So just amazing to do that. But got a good night's sleep. All the storms went away, Should be no storms today, and we'll do leg number 3. We'll get to Shelby, Montana, and we'll take our 34 and have a nice break. So I'll see you when I get there. Bye-bye.
Just a nameless face, every day unseen, hiding in the shadows of a world so mean, a forgotten soul, living in a world so cold, a silent scream from a story untold. In the quiet of the night you're walking through the shadows of a world forgotten. For the unsung heroes, for the battered soul, find your way to the light. Under the city lights, you roam alone, an invisible world we've never known. As the night descends and the shadows grow long, will you find a place where you belong? In the quiet of the night you're walking through the shadows of a world forgotten. For the unsung heroes, for the battered souls, find your way to the light.
So hey, I'm parked in Shelby, Montana, maybe about 40 minutes to the border of Canada, eh? And this morning got up, spent some time with the Lord, and then cleaned my truck really well. But when I do a 34, I like to blow everything out and clean a dash and scrub the floor and do all that other stuff. So I did all that, and then I went for a 4-mile run. So I went for a 4-mile run / walk / run again / jog slower / walk all the way back to the truck. So that's the honest opinion. But at least I burned about 600 calories and I went 4.9 miles. So I do try to, been trying to really eat well, stay in shape and whatnot. But every time I come up here, I treat myself. So I bought myself a ribeye at Albertsons, which is down the road. Walk down there, get a couple groceries. I'm going to have ribeye, grilled shrimp, some mashed potatoes, and a spinach salad. So somewhat healthy, good some protein after the exercise today, which is really good for you. And I'm not a health nut or anything, but I am trying to slim down a little bit, before I go preach and speak into all these churches with the book. I have to, not look so gluttonous. I'm just kidding. I'm just being funny. So anyway, I got my ribeye. I'm gonna use Mrs. Dash, which is salt-free, and then I've got some garlic pepper seasoning, which is not salt-free, and of course I'm gonna rub it down with some olive oil. I always get my stuff out and get it ready to go because it does make a little bit of mess, and I lost my baggie. Here it is. But I just simply pour a little bit of olive oil on it, and I rub that olive oil on it, and I flip it over. Just a little more olive oil. rub that on it really nice, get it coated really well. I got my disinfectant Lysol wipe all ready, because you don't want to go touch all your spices and the bottles and everything else with you know, raw meat on it and then put it back in the cabinet. That's just kind of gross. And then I'm just going to cover this bad boy with some garlic, salt, and pepper, and Mrs. Dash, which has got the red pepper flakes. It's the spicy one. Look at that. Oh yeah. And then we're just going to flip that over again, and gonna do that all over again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then I am just going to stick this in a baggie. I'm going to pour just a little more olive oil in that baggie. I'm going to flatten it out. Seal it up really good. Oh yeah. And it's about 2:30 this time. We're going to put that in the fridge. We're going to let it sit. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my mess, and maybe about 4:30 or so, we're going to get the shrimp out. We're going to season it, let it sit for a little bit to get room temperature. I'll put the ribeye in, start cooking it, and then proceed to make dinner. So join me then. I am cooking the steak and the shrimp. Oh, let's take a gander. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gonna be amazing. So we're gonna pull that out in about 3 minutes. We're gonna let it rest while I cook the mashed potatoes. I'll put together the salad. So good, so good. I'll check right back in just a moment. Okay, I just pulled everything out. The steak's been sitting for 5 minutes. The shrimp's been sitting. Mashed potatoes are done. Oh, you gotta check this out. This is awesome. Here we go. Oh, look at that beauty. Oh, yes. And I even have the Diet Pepsi in my Beaver brand horseradish sauce. Yes, it's not just for pork. It's great on steak and with shrimp too. I just loved some horseradish. Anyway, spinach salad with a little bit of shredded cheese, 1 hard-boiled egg, mashed potatoes. I just get it from the already made. This is home style brand, and then the ribeye and some shrimp. So, yes, I'll eat like this on Sundays when I'm in going to Canada. So I don't eat like this all the time. I wish I did, but I don't have the money for that. And I'd get bigger instead of smaller. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of the day with me. We'll check in tomorrow when we head to Canada, eh? We'll see you soon. Bye.